Las Vegas in July. A city built on delusion and dehydration. The perfect setting for Summer League, where GMs lose sleep, scouts lose jobs, and rookies try not to lose the ball.
Stop, I see you. What's up, Doc? You good? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. How's your summer been? Good. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Yeah, you know that. No, I'll catch you around. All right. By the way, that's one of the dogs of the league. I don't know. He about to be running this league for a while, so I don't even say y'all good.
The NBA's off-brand Chaos Carnival had begun, and the Rockets. Reed Sheppard was the marquee name. Houston's new lottery ticket.
The NBA 2K26 Summer League here on the campus of UNLV. We have two teams from the Western Conference with championship aspirations. But what does that mean for the young, talented players on the Clippers and the Rockets? And as promised, we're joined by Rockets General Manager Rafael Stone. And look, my friend, I guess it's, I would say, how's your summer going? This is how we would start this. And the guy that we're seeing on the floor tonight in Reed Sheppard looked incredible in Summer League last year, but an up and down rookie season for him. In his 3 starts, 20 points per game. And we know that, you know, he's mentioned in some trade rumors. For you, what do you like for Reed Sheppard? What do you see for his future with the organization?
I think Reed's going to have to be really good for us. We've penciled him into a big role, and everything we've seen kind of in practice and everything else is he's going to be ready for it. But you know, practices aren't games, and he's going to have to transfer it. And, you know, he's really working on his physicality, which I love. You know, the great thing about Summer League is you just get games. It's kind of hard to find NBA quality games, and they're not actually NBA quality games, but it's the closest thing you can kind of find. So he'll get a few games in, which is great, and then, you know, kind of it'll be a little bit of a barometer where he's at. And I do think he's absurdly talented. His name was being bandied about this summer, not because of us, but because other teams wanted him.
Right.
We were not very interested. We definitely want to play this out and give Reed a chance to develop.
Sheppard at the charity stripe for the second time tonight. And Smitty, he's been off. 1 for 3 from the charity stripe, 1 for 4 from the field.
Especially from the free throw line, and one was long, one was short.
He opened Summer League like a deer in footlights, shaky, indecisive, overwhelmed.
Sheppard pulling from outside. Way short.
But then something clicked.
Appreciate you, man.
Sheppard to the left, it's spin, bucket. Rockets' first lead of the game, 42-40. Sheppard's up to 15 now. He's got 8 in the quarter. Reed Sheppard gets 3 big ones there for the Rockets. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. They're down by 9. Sheppard over Sanders from way outside. Cash and splashing about that action. He's got 25. Line it up. Sheppard looking to keep that momentum going. The defense all the way out to half court now after that last make. In no man's land, you see the help defenders ready to come. Sheppard, between the fire, connect! He's on fire!
3 straight threes. An exorcism. The Kentucky kid had found his jumper and his voice.
I love the physicality.
Okay, think too much?
But when I shoot, man,
I got you.
I have to be able to shoot the
Yeah,
basketball.
100%.
And dribble.
Yeah, got you.
I wouldn't leave me open. I wouldn't do that one.
Reed Sheppard wearing the wire for us today. He talks like a vet out there.
Nate Williams, meanwhile, was playing himself out of a job.
Williams. Stolen away by Simpson. Williams diving to get it back.
Air balls, tunnel vision, lazy closeouts. The front office took one look and reached for the scissors. Waved before the chips even cooled.
Rockets, they signed 6'7" Mississippi State forward Cam Matthews. My main issue is here's yet another guy who can't shoot. And I mean, when I say he can't shoot, in 5 seasons, 20% from 3 for his career and 55% for his career from the free throw line. Ugh.
Right, defensively, he can get in passing lanes. He can bother offensive players. I think that this is a guy who could legitimately give you like 10 minutes in a regular season game.
Big fella Moses Brown played with Indiana and Dallas last year. You know, saw 13 games of NBA action. You just can't teach this type of size.
And he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
These are the shadow men. The training camp maybes. The Exhibit 10 dreamers. Fighting for the 17th roster spot like it's oxygen.
What do you like about this group that you have?
I like their energy. I like how we competed the last 2 days. Summer League's always tough because you're bringing a lot of different guys together that have never played against or played with each other, and they're trying to figure out each other, and we're trying to figure out them. So I like everybody's attitude. Everybody's competing, and it's been a lot of fun these past couple of days.
While the Rockets were busy finalizing the last pieces of their roster, elsewhere in Las Vegas, 2 familiar faces were beginning a new chapter. Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, once the future and the fire of Houston's rebuild, were spotted courtside at Summer League, now draped in the muted desert tones of the Phoenix Suns.
For sure.
You had a few battles in your day, I'm sure.
Brooklyn. We had a little scuffle.
They sat with their new teammates, shook hands with staff, and started the quiet process of adjusting to a franchise caught between eras.
No matter who you are.
Probably find someone in somewhere.
No matter who you are.
For Green, it's a fresh start in a system that might finally give him the spacing and structure he needs, or it might bury him in the shadow of a fading super team's collapse.
I have a question. How you feel about the trade, and what you think we finna do with the Phoenix Suns?
I love the trade.
Yeah.
You know, it gives me, Jalen an opportunity to showcase, in Phoenix.
Motivation.
Great fans. What you say?
I said motivation.
And for you especially when you play Houston, it's going to be a lot of motivation for you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that we both came together.
For Brooks, it's another chance to prove that defense, defiance, and drama still have value in a league obsessed with efficiency. But make no mistake, Phoenix is not one of the contenders in the West. Not anymore. Not with this many question marks and that little time left. The conference is crowded now. Younger, hungrier, deeper. The West is a concrete mixer of contenders. The defending champs, OKC, re-signed their core. The Timberwolves doubled down on grown man basketball. Continuity is the currency. Denver made noise. They dumped Russ, flipped MPJ for Cam Johnson, and quietly got better. Nikola Jokic's window isn't closing. It's expanding. The Lakers added Ayton. Maybe it works. He has never before been paired with playmakers on the level of Luka or LeBron. But no team pushed the drama pedal harder than the Clippers. First, they re-signed Harden. Then added Brook Lopez for stretch 5 sorcery. Then Beal, post-buyout. And then, the kicker, CP3.
Congratulations to Steve Ballmer and the Los Angeles Clippers. They have officially become the nursing home for the NBA for the players that are on the back end of their career.
Shams, why did Chris Paul decide to return here to the Los Angeles Clippers?
Malika, Chris Paul wanted to stay near his family in Los Angeles this upcoming season, and the Clippers needed another reserve guard. They needed someone at the point guard position coming off the bench, so it made it a perfect match, a perfect reunion. And this is a team full of veteran players. It's a deep team.
And, you know, look, there had to be an understanding with James Harden. He and James Harden didn't have the greatest relationship when they were in Houston a few years ago, but Harden is on board with this signing. They went to him with it first. He understands that he played the 5th most minutes in the league last year, and anything the Clippers can do to support and protect him is welcomed, and that's what this move is.
Eric, what did you think was the key to your success tonight? It looked like you were really aggressive. Was that part of your plan for the...
Harden and CP3 once ran Houston like jazz musicians with a shared grudge. Until it unraveled, in timeouts, in post-game quotes, in a vibe so toxic the Rockets shipped Paul to OKC for one of Harden's longtime friends.
I know what we need to do. I know exactly what we need to do. Just we'll figure it out this summer.
Has Chris Paul asked to be moved on from the Houston Rockets?
No, he has not. He has not.
Mike D'Antoni is sitting there talking to, John Lucas, and they're all talking. They're finding out about the trade. Probably right now, Jerry Colangelo on his right, the czar of the NBA.
This trade sent shockwaves throughout the NBA and Houston. Russell Westbrook is coming to H-Town. Chris Paul heading to Oklahoma.
What a deal. Well, there he goes, right there, finding out.
Yeah, this is Mike D'Antoni reacting to it, we think, live. And here's the deal, according to Woj.
Daryl Morey. That's always great. My man Daryl Morey had called me like a week before while I was in Vegas. He was like, you don't want to get traded to OKC, right? I was like, nah, not at this point, in my career. He was like, okay, cool, I won't do that because you chose to come to us. Fast forward a week later, I was on the phone with my wife, and then it said Daryl was calling, and then it popped up on Bleacher Report that I'd been traded to OKC.
Now they're back together, older, maybe wiser, maybe not.
Get that second win now. You're good, get that second win now. Every possession, we know what we're doing on both ends, every possession.
This team got better. I don't know where they would rank in the Western, in California, because the Lakers did some similar things with their exception money. But I think the Clippers did a good job of building out their depth. And look, if they had given these mid guys in their mid to late 30s 2- and 3-year contracts, I would be a little concerned. They're all 1-year deals. They can opt out next year. Their salary cap is flexible. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the Clippers are going to go as far as a healthy Kawhi Leonard takes them. They need to support Kawhi Leonard and support James Harden, and that's what they've done with these signings.
If you're going to face Harden in a playoff series, it helps to have the one guy who haunts him. Josh Okogie, the ultimate beard stopper.
Okogie as a 14th guy on the roster is fine, but my issue with the signing is his lack of shooting or ball creation, which is what this team needed more of. Isn't he just Jason Okogie? I mean, it's a replica of Jason Tatum. I value roster versatility in this era, and Okogie feels redundant to me.
But Okogie is more than Harden's personal hex. He brings relentless energy, backdoor cutting, and a sixth sense for chaos. His arrival turns the Rockets' wing depth from deep to oceanic. So here we are, a roster forged in Ime's image. Long, fast, aggressive. Flexible enough to switch 1-4. Violent enough to win ugly. This is the part where vision meets reality.
Since the last time we talked, you got a new teammate in Kevin Durant. What are your expectations playing with KD?
A lot of stuff I haven't seen before, you know what I mean? He's one of the greatest players ever. One of the best scorers ever. He's gonna make my life a lot easier, you know what I mean? I just hear his work ethic is different. You know, I feel like I have a different work ethic too, so just like combining that, and I think it's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll throw him a lob. I don't know. It might not be the same. I don't know if he wants to jump like that, so he can throw me some lobs. Definitely gonna be passing it to him a lot.
Good. Think over the backboard. Good. Good. Come on. Good. Come on. There you go. Now we got action. Come on.
Udoka and his staff have the pieces. Now they need chemistry, buy-in, precision.
Amin Thompson is one of the best defensive players in the league, just spectacular in transition. But this team had a massive glaring hole in terms of the go-to guy. You bring in Kevin Durant, who can get 27 points per game in his sleep, 30,000 plus points, still playing at an elite level. And I do expect that the Houston Rockets are going to be playing into May, potentially even deep May.
The Rockets have their army. Vegas gave them a taste. But the long wait for battle continues until October.